નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી. Welcome students. This is sixth part of chapter 9, the living organisms, characteristics and habitats of standard 6 science. In the last part, from the last part I can say, we are discussing about the terrestrial habitats, that is desert. And we discussed one activity also about regarding the transpiration in the plants available in desert, that is cactus and a leafy plant. Okay. Now let's go for some more discussion about the plants in the desert. So desert plants lose very little water through transpiration. That what we discussed in the activity also. That is why desert plants lose very little water through transpiration. The leaves in desert plants are either absent or very small, or they are in the form of spines. Remember well. And second thing, underline these things also from here. Desert plants lose very little water through transpiration. See, this is the adaptation of the plants available in the desert. That is why we are discussing. Okay. The leaves in desert plants are either absent or very small, or they are in the form of spines. Remember. This helps in reducing loss of water from the leaves through transpiration. That is why there is a very few transpiration in the plants of the desert. Why? Because see, the leaves of the plants in the desert either absent or very small, or they are in the form of spines. You know the spines. They are in the form of spines. So that this helps in reducing loss of water from the leaves through transpiration. Then the leaf-like structure you see in cactus is in fact its stem. We discussed about figure 9.5, in which you can see a cactus is there, in which it has a leaf-like structure, isn't it? The structure is something like this. Okay, some spines also are there. Okay, see, this is the leaf-like structure in cactus. So this leaf-like structure in cactus, you can see in a cactus, in fact, its stem. So this leaf-like structure in the cactus is its stem, and the spines you can see is its leaves. Okay, its stem. Okay, photosynthesis in these plants is usually carried out by the stems. You will see the stem or the leaf-like structure is also very green. That is why photosynthesis in these plants is usually carried out by the stems. The stem is also covered with a thick waxy layer. The stem is also covered with a thick waxy layer which helps to retain water in the tissues of cacti. So, see, in the stem also, it is first of all it is covered with a thick waxy layer, as well as which helps it to retain water. वाटर को होल्ड करने के लिए, काफी दिनों तक रखने के लिए, which helps to retain water in the tissues of cacti. Most desert plants have roots that go very deep into the soil for absorbing water. Say we know that in the desert there is to be very less water. That is why most desert plants have roots that go very deep into the soil for absorbing water. So these are the adaptations of plants in the desert. If you are asked the question that, suppose you are asked the question that, how are cactus adapted to survive in desert? How are cactus adapted to survive in the desert? If this is the question, then you will have to write all these things. Okay? You will have to write or describe all these things. Like the leaves in cactus plants are small and less number. That is what we discussed. Then its stem is covered with waxy layer or converted into leaf-like structure. Okay. Leaf-like structure photosynthesis in these plants are carried out by the stem, and leaf-like structure is its stem. Then you have to say that waxy layer. The stem is also covered with a waxy layer, which helps to retain water in the tissues of the cacti, as well as it has very long root, have roots that go very deep into the soil for absorbing water. So these are the things you will have to discuss if the question is there. Now let's discuss some more terrestrial habitat. The next terrestrial habitat is mountain regions. Okay. Let me find out in the textbook. So let's discuss about the mountain regions, the terrestrial habitat, the mountain regions. See, these habitats, it is available on the page number 84. So open page number 84, mountain regions. These habitats are normally very cold and windy. These habitats are usually very cold and windy. In some areas, snowfall may take place in winters. In some areas, snowfall may take place in winters. There is a large variety of plants and animals living in the mountain regions. In the mountain region, let the atmosphere over there is very cold, windy, though there are very variety of plants and animals living in the mountain region. Have you seen the kind of trees shown in the figure 9.6? Now look in the figure 9.6. You can see some trees over there. If you live in a mountain region or have visited one, you may have seen a large number of such trees. But have you ever noticed such trees naturally growing in other regions? 1 minute, some noise is coming, that is why. So, in the mountain region, there used to be many type of trees. But those trees, have you ever noticed such trees naturally growing in other area? You will not see. Okay. Why? First of all, let me show you. You can see the leaves of the trees available in the area of mountain region. You can see it is like a cone shape. Okay, and this type of trees you will not see in any other areas. How are these trees adapted to the conditions prevailing in their habitat? These trees are normally cone shaped. See, these trees, the trees in the mountain region are normally cone shaped and have sloping branches. See, this is cone shaped and have sloping branches. Sloping branches, I can show it to you like this. See, have sloping branches like this. The leaves of some of these trees are needle-like. The leaves of some of the trees are needle-like. This helps the rainwater and snow to slide off easily. This helps the rainwater and snow to slide off easily. Then there could be trees with shapes very different from this that are also present on mountain. They may have different kind of adaptations to survive on the mountains. See, some different shaped trees also used to be there, but they have different type of adaptation to survive in such conditions. Now let's discuss about the animals in the mountain region. So, animals living in mountain regions are also adapted to conditions there. They have also adapted the conditions available over there. Figure 9.7 you can see A. Figure 9.7a is snow leopard, B is yak, and C is mountain goat are adapted to mountain habitats. Okay, so now you will have to underline. So underline there. They have thick skin or fur to protect them from cold. See, what are the adaptations of snow leopard or the animals available in the mountain region? Then you will write, first of all, what you will write? They have thick skin or fur to protect them from cold. For example, yaks have long hair to keep them warm. See, this is the adaptation of yak. What is that? They have long hair to keep them warm. Snow leopard have thick fur on its body, including feet and toes. So, snow leopards have thick fur on their body as well as on feet and toes. This protects its feet from the cold when it walks on the snow. The mountain goats has strong hooves for running up the rocky slopes of mountains. The mountain goats has strong hooves for running up the rocky slopes on the mountain. As we go up in the mountainous regions, the surroundings change and we see different kind of adaptations there at the different heights. So these are the adaptations of the plants and the animals in the mountain regions. That what we discussed. In the next part, we will discuss about the grasslands. By this time, we are ending this part, and watch this video 2 to 3 times and read this also and underline the useful things. Okay, thank you. Thank you for joining us. Take care of yourselves and we'll meet you in the next session. Thank you.